Alright, what's up? So you just saw a quick montage, I think, of me unboxing the iPhone 17 Pro. And here is the iPhone 17 Pro. Let me take the case off. This is the new phone from Apple. I've only had it for what? Less than a week now. I'm liking it so far. I upgraded from 14 because I had battery issues. And yeah, now we're on 17 3 years later. So why did I upgrade to a new iPhone when my 14 realistically was, other than the battery, a really good phone? Really, for me, it's the front-facing camera, and I know what you're going to say. The cheaper phone, the iPhone Air and the iPhone 17 not Pro, has the same front camera. Why did you just get those? Well, to be honest, I'm not sure. Probably because this one has the 3 cameras, whereas the 17 standard has only the 2 cameras, and of course the iPhone Air only has the 1 camera. So it is what it is. This is the one I bought. This is the one I have. Industrial design wise, nothing really special. I mean, it's got your typical Apple styling here in the front. It's got your typical Apple styling here in the back. It's got the camera plateau here on the top. I don't think it looks as bad as some people are saying. It gives you a nice spot here in the back for your finger. I'm still getting used to the extra buttons. I'm used to just my phone having 3 buttons, power and the volume jog. Here on, well, I mean, it's been a while now, but here on this phone, you know, I have this button here for the camera. Then you have this action button here, which doubles as your switch for, what do you call it, to turn it to silent or not silent. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's got this antenna up here. I'm assuming these are antennas here on the side, down here, over here. One thing I do like is it does have a USB-C port. That's one reason why you go with the Pro versus the other ones. The iPhone 17 Pro has full USB-C 4 connection speed. iPhone 17 and your iPhone Air, basically it's got slower USB connections. I sometimes use SSDs on my iOS devices to transfer files or to do video editing. That's really probably more of an iPad thing, but with the power on this phone and now with the USB-C, I could totally be doing that here on the phone if I decide not to bring my iPad mini. But yeah, really, when it comes down to it, it's all about, for me, really that front-facing camera and the cameras on the back. So iPhone 17 Pro, I don't really go into tech specs here. It's faster than the old phone. It's slightly bigger than the old phone. It's slightly thicker than the old phone. You got really good glass here in the front that's supposedly really scratch resistant, which I really hope, because my iPhone 14 Pro, the front glass is pretty, not badly scratched, but it's definitely scratched. I tend to not run screen protectors on my cell phone just because I don't like it, because I'm not good at that kind of thing. When you put the screen on, I'll end up with bubbles on it. They call the protection layer on this glass ceramic shield, I think, right? Made by Corning, I believe. Here on the back, you have a glass panel because you have the whole wireless charging thing that doesn't work through aluminum. Yeah, this is pretty much made of glass, but it also has that ceramic shield. So apparently it's good at resisting scratches to the glass itself. But unfortunately, there's an anodized layer of paint. Apparently, this is very susceptible, the paint itself, very susceptible to scratches. And in general, one of the controversies with this phone, the iPhone 17 Pro, is they went from titanium to aluminum. As we know, titanium is typically considered a much more premium metal than aluminum. Aluminum, the same thing that your aluminum cans. We went from F35, F22 level metals to Pepsi Zero can level of materials, in theory. But apparently the thermal properties of aluminum are much better for the design of the iPhone. It's got something called the vapor chamber, which I guess there's liquid inside of it, and if the liquid gets hotter or something, it moves and it draws the heat away from core components. iPhone 17 Pro's got it. The other two do not have it. And apparently, as it relates to the finish of this phone, the iPhone 17 Pro, the darker the color, the worse the potential is to get scratches and damages to it. If you've ever had any Apple device that's made out of aluminum, yeah, you know, it only takes like one slight misstep and you got like divots here, you got scratches and things, you know. You look at all my MacBook Pros over the year, they're all made out of aluminum. I guess the titanium was much more resilient, but you know, this is the phone we got. This is the 17. It's made out of aluminum. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to make it so that I don't have to be reliant on so many devices. I want my DSLR for still photos, and I want my cell phone, just my cell phone, for video. That's the dream. Not quite living it yet, but who knows? This may be the ticket away from GoPro. I do run this with a case because I don't want it to get messed up. And also, I have a wallet on the back of my phone. Just works better with this case. It's a lot more solid versus being on just the back of the iPhone itself. yeah, really, other than that, that's it. Yeah, so let me show you the true draw of all of the new iPhones, but for me, the iPhone 17 Pro. Here in the front-facing camera, as we see here, it's your typical portrait layout. Let's go ahead and press the button here to switch it, and here we see here front-facing camera, it's looking at you, but it is a wide aspect ratio. It is your standard if you had flipped the camera on its side, and that's because this thing for the front-facing camera has a 18 megapixel square sensor, so it's able to play with the aspect ratio of the front-facing camera. I don't think anyone else does that yet. They probably will now. As a vlog camera, this thing can be very versatile because you're no longer having to hold it like this. Holding like this, it's kind of awkward. You can now hold it like this, and you're still going to get that standard widescreen aspect ratio, but you're holding the phone like this. Now, unfortunately, that square sensor does not translate to the forward-facing camera, and I really wish it would, because I would love to be able to film like this while holding the phone like this, just walking around. If they had translated that square sensor to the front, I could literally be walking around doing some vlogs, vlogging, but looking like I'm not vlogging, right? Vlogging, but I'm not vlogging. But unfortunately, like I said, that did not happen, so still gonna have to hold it like this, which is fine. Pretend like you're looking at something, looking something up. So let's do a quick test here in the car to do a comparison between the iPhone and the GoPro here at 13 Black. I'm gonna hold the iPhone roughly at the same distance as the GoPro. I'm gonna go hit record. Howdy, what's up, y'all? We are here today to talk about the iPhone 17 Pro. Vlogging here on the iPhone now. All right, hey, what's up, y'all? We are here to talk about the iPhone 17 Pro. Play that back. Tell me which video looks better. Let me go ahead and take it out of cinematic mode. All right, what's up, y'all? We are vlogging here on the 13 Hero Black about the iPhone 17 Pro. So that's probably a little bit more realistic of a comparison between the two. So yeah, that is my hope, really, to be able to start vlogging more with just a cell phone, to have less of a footprint, less of a kit when we go out and about, vlogging and on our trips and whatnot. So I'm gonna cut to some videos that I took earlier in a video that I'm probably gonna take here right now, because I gotta go into Sportsman's Warehouse, see how it works with the vlogging with both the front facing and the back facing cameras, the different features. One of the video features, that picture-in-picture feature, which looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's actually very useful. So I didn't realize how to do it before, but I finally figured out how to use my AirPods Pro as a microphone. So I'm gonna go into Sportsman's. I'm gonna go ahead and do that so we can see how that works. All right, gonna head into Sportsman's. We'll catch you in there. All right, we're here at Bass Pro Shop. Thought about picking up one of these. I don't want to leave it on the car all the time. All right, we're here in Rockland. We are here at the Bass Pro Shops. Oh, look, this is only $3.29. Wall of cups. All right, we are done here at the Bass Pro Shop. We got some new shirts because we needed some new shirts, and we're done. Front facing camera, really good now. All right, we're about to go into Sportsman's Warehouse. We'll see how it goes. I need some of these over for the RV in a minute. There's the cool bags and things. I do love me a good air gun. I'm going to use a shuttle for my car. I'm going to lifelines for you. That's cool. Very similar to the one at Harbor Freight. All right, so what do we think about that? What do we think about that footage from the iPhone 17 Pro from the front-facing camera? How was the quality? How was it? I feel like this iPhone's really gonna help with being more discreet. I know, right? So, do you want to be discreet? Well, some people are just shy like me. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the iPhone 17 Pro. Overall, I'm liking it so far. And like I said, the 14 Pro was working out pretty well overall. It's just that the battery had really started to deteriorate. Realistically, that one's going to need a battery replacement at this point. Well, as far as a recommendation for the iPhone 17 Pro, it's nice to have, but probably not a must-have. That front-facing camera, which in my opinion is the killer app this generation for the iPhones, it's available on all three models. So for the most part, get the iPhone 17 unless you really need that third lens, or you really need that faster USB transfer speeds. But let's be real, everyone uses AirDrop now, and just to upset the powers that be, airdrop some files to your friends. Apparently, there's like some sort of document that says you're not supposed to use airdrop as a verb. So yeah, I'm going to be airdropping things all the time now. Alright, and with that, that's pretty much it for the iPhone 17 Pro. I'm going to head on over to Sheila. Catch you all on the flip.